Joining us now is the man who will take VP-elect Kamala Harris's Senate seat and become the first Latino from the state of California to serve in the U.S. Senate. California Secretary of State Alex Padilla, thank you so much for your time tonight. We appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me. It's been a busy week, a lot to prepare for, but we're excited to get to work.
A busy week, no doubt. Now, you will be officially sworn into the Senate next week, another busy week, and immediately face two consequential votes. How should the Senate balance an unheard-of impeachment trial of a former president, along with the urgent need for COVID relief and addressing all aspects of how the pandemic is being handled?
Look, the intensity of the workload that awaits is not lost on me, but I think in conversation with every one of my colleagues we know we have to be able to walk and chew gum at the same time. It's not a matter of either or. COVID response is absolutely important. Holding President Trump accountable is extremely important. And doing our part as the Biden-Harris administration settles in is also extremely important. So we're prepared to do what it takes.
Any sense at all from some of your soon-to-be colleagues as far as what the Senate might do?
No, everything will run its proper course, but I can tell you after not just a couple of weeks that we've been through, not just the last 12 months that we've been through, but the last 4 years that we've been through a reoriented and hopefully rebalanced leadership, both in the White House and in Congress, especially on the Senate side, gives us a tremendous opportunity to do and act aggressively in a way that we haven't been able to in recent years.
Now, many fear that last week's domestic terror attack may only embolden attackers. A Republican in the House who voted for impeachment said today that our expectation is someone may try to kill us. Do you have concerns about your personal safety coming into such a high-profile role?
Look, again, the threats that have come to light are not lost on me, but we do have faith and confidence in the incoming Biden administration, their leadership, but the professional departments and agencies to keep not just the members of Congress safe, but the Capitol community and the general Washington, D.C. area. Sometimes a delicate balance between those who want to raise their voice and protest as allowed in the First Amendment, but the violence and the true insurrection is what we saw last week is clearly beyond just that. Frankly, when I saw the images last Wednesday, it only emboldened my resolve to want to get to work and get to work quickly.
Now, the home state papers of both Senators Josh Hawley as well as Ted Cruz have called for them both to resign for their role in attempting to overturn the results of the election. Assuming they don't step down, do you think that their actions warrant any kind of response?
Most definitely. Let's put the responsibility where it lies, beginning with Donald Trump. If the trail of information, which is already there and public, leads to Senators Hawley and Senators Cruz, there have to be consequences. There has to be accountability. Nobody is above the law. And so if they choose to remain in office, contrary to their home state papers, what they've called for, then there's got to be other ways for the institution to hold them accountable.
Now, as you well know, California is home to 2 million undocumented workers, many of whom have kept right on working on their farms and in essential jobs despite COVID fears. Now, you've called for a pathway for citizenship in the next COVID relief bill. Are you concerned at all that that might complicate the process of getting relief to Americans who desperately need it?
I'm not worried at all. My job is to raise the voice on what's best for California, consistent with not just my values, but the values, I think, of our nation. We call these workers essential for a reason, and if they're in an important enough role to be deemed essential workers, then we have to treat them as such. And yes, that includes COVID protections, that includes basic worker and labor protections. But for folks who have been here for years and years and years, paying taxes, raising families, contributing to the success of our nation and our economy, they deserve that stability, security, and a pathway to citizenship.
And lastly, California is 40% Latino, and as I mentioned at the beginning, you will be the first Latino from your state to serve in the Senate. Here's the moment where you found out from Governor Newsom that he was offering you the post. Let's take a look.
Can you imagine what Mom would be thinking now as I ask you if you want to be the next U.S. Senator of the United States, the great state of California?
You serious?
This is the official, this is the ask, brother.
I'm honored, man. And I'm humbled.
On a personal level, as the son of immigrants, kind of give us a sense of what you were thinking in that moment, as well as what you were thinking as you saw a mob of domestic terrorists attacking the Capitol last weekend, and what gives you hope tonight?
Yeah, look, in that video, what you see is what you get. It was the call I was hoping for from the governor, and even with that anticipation, couldn't help but immediately my thoughts and emotions came to my parents and recognizing their journey, their struggle, their sacrifice in pursuit of the American dream. They raised 3 children, were all public servants in different capacities, and to think that in one generation, my family has gone from those immigrants, my father working as a cook, my mom cleaning houses for a living, to me serving in the United States Senate, it means the American dream is still alive. And that's what fueled my public service, making sure that the American dream remains alive for future generations. But the visuals we saw last Wednesday, as horrific as they were, I think for me what's equally horrific is that they didn't come as a surprise. The American dream has been under attack throughout the Trump administration and beyond. And it's just a reminder that we have a lot of work to do, not just to restore, decency and civility and civic discourse, but to make the American dream more available and accessible to so many working families across the country that absolutely deserve it.
Senator-designate Alex Padilla, we thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you, Lindsay. Hope to be back soon.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.